The forest breathes, ancient, alive, and indifferent to human presence. Tonight, rain turns the ground to mud, every sound a possible threat. Two worlds are about to collide in this darkness. One, a modern soldier armed with cutting-edge technology, confident in his gear and mission. The other, a Viking warrior carrying only axe, knife, and the wisdom of the wild. The soldier trusts his tools, the Viking trusts the land. The forest is the Viking's ally, not his enemy. This is more than a fight, it's a test of philosophies, technology versus instinct, gear versus knowledge. In this unforgiving place, survival will decide which truly matters. The stakes, life or death. Only one will see the sunrise. The soldier moves with precision, every step calculated, boots barely making a sound on the mossy ground. His movements are a blend of training and trust in the tools at his disposal, each piece of gear designed to give him an edge in this ancient, unforgiving landscape. Night vision goggles paint the world in an eerie green, transforming the darkness into a realm where nothing can hide. Shadows become shapes, and the unknown is brought into sharp focus. His GPS and thermal scope promise total control. He sees the Viking as just a heat signature, a flicker of warmth against the cold backdrop. Technology reduces the enemy to data, to coordinates and signatures. He finds a vantage point, sets up, and waits, believing the hunt is already won. The forest to him is a chessboard, and he holds all the pieces. His rifle is ready, his confidence absolute. Every click and adjustment is muscle memory, honed by countless hours of preparation. The forest is just another variable to manage, another obstacle to be calculated and overcome. He trusts his training, his maps, his digital compass. Rain, cold, darkness, his gear is built to overcome them. Waterproof layers, thermal insulation, and night vision make him feel untouchable, prepared for any element the wild can throw at him. He trusts his screens more than his senses, relying on digital readouts and blinking icons to guide his every move. The world is filtered through technology, reality reduced to information. The Viking is a blip, a target to be eliminated. The human element is stripped away, replaced by the cold logic of the hunt. The soldier feels invincible, certain that no primitive can match his technology. He believes his advantage is absolute, his victory inevitable. He waits for the ghost to appear, eyes scanning the darkness, finger poised on the trigger. Every sense is heightened, but filtered through the lens of his equipment. The hunt to him is clean and impersonal. It is a contest of machines and data, not of spirit or will. But the forest has its own rules. It is ancient, unpredictable, and alive in ways no algorithm can predict. And tonight, technology may not be enough. In this place, the line between hunter and hunted can blur in an instant. The Viking moves with silent confidence, reading the forest's signs as if they were words on a page. Every step is measured, every breath in tune with the rhythm of the wild. He knows that the forest is alive, and he is just another shadow passing through its ancient halls. No GPS, no gadgets, just instinct and experience. His tools are simple, yet his understanding of the land is profound. He trusts his senses honed by years of survival to guide him where technology cannot. He senses the hunt not by magic but by subtle clues, disturbed birds, broken twigs, the sudden hush of small creatures. The forest speaks in a language of movement and silence, and he is fluent in its dialect. The soldier is deaf to these signals, lost in his digital world. His attention is fixed on screens and coordinates, blind to the living world around him. He moves with purpose but without awareness. The Viking avoids open trails, slipping through tangled brush and icy streams. He chooses the hard path, knowing it leaves fewer traces and offers more cover. Every movement is deliberate, every choice a calculation for survival. He becomes a shadow, dissolving into the wild. His presence is barely more than a whisper, a fleeting shape among the trees. The forest embraces him, hiding him from prying eyes. His strategy: misdirection, not confrontation. He leaves false trails, confuses his pursuer, and turns the forest into a maze of uncertainty. He knows that victory often belongs to the unseen. He aims to strip away the soldier's technological edge, rendering gadgets useless in the tangled wild. The forest is a great equalizer, where ancient skills can outmatch modern tools. The forest is his weapon, confusion his ally. Every tree, every shadow, every patch of mist becomes part of his arsenal. The deeper the soldier goes, the more the woods close in around him. He controls the engagement, choosing when and where to fight. Patience is his shield, and the element of surprise his sword. He waits for the perfect moment, knowing that timing is everything. The Viking's goal: turn the hunter into the hunted. He stalks his pursuer, reversing the roles with quiet determination. In these woods the tables can turn in an instant. In this game, patience and knowledge are deadlier than steel. The wisdom of the wild, passed down through generations, is his greatest weapon. He reads the land as others read maps. The forest whispers, and the Viking listens. In the hush of dawn, every sound is a clue, every silence a warning. Here, in the heart of the wild, the true battle is not just of strength, but of wits and will. The soldier waits, eyes fixed on his thermal scope, every muscle tense as he scans the darkness for any sign of movement. The forest is silent, except for the soft hum of his equipment, the world reduced to shades of heat and shadow. He trusts his technology, believing it gives him the edge in this ancient landscape. Suddenly a heat signature flickers into view, a human shape, glowing against the cold backdrop of the trees. His heart pounds as adrenaline surges. He steadies his breath, finger tightening on the trigger, preparing to strike with precision. He fires, the crack of the rifle echoing through the woods, but in an instant the target vanishes, dissolving into the mist and rain. Confusion ripples through him. He rushes forward, searching for any sign, expecting a body, a trail of blood, some evidence of a hit, but there's nothing, just an empty, muddy trail and the lingering scent of rain. Doubt creeps in. Then he spots it, a heated stone still steaming in the damp air. Realization dawns. He's been lured by a decoy, a simple trick that fooled his advanced senses. The Viking, drawing on ancient knowledge, has used primitive deception to outwit modern technology. Centuries-old tactics have turned the tables, proving that cunning can defeat even the most sophisticated gear. Worse, the rifle's shot has shattered the silence, revealing his position to anyone listening. The forest, once his hunting ground, now feels hostile and exposed. The psychological advantage shifts in an instant. The soldier, once the predator, now feels the weight of unseen eyes upon him. He crouches, suddenly aware of his vulnerability. Doubt gnaws at his confidence. He realizes he's been outsmarted, not by superior firepower, but by cleverness and patience. The forest seems to close in around him, every shadow a potential threat. The hunter has become the hunted, and the rules of engagement have changed. Hidden among the trees, the Viking observes, knowing his enemy's location, weapon, and reliance on technology. He waits, patient and silent, blending into the ancient woods. The soldier's tools, once his greatest assets, have failed him. High-tech gear lies useless in the mud, powerless against the simplicity of the ruse. Now, he stands alone in hostile territory, stripped of his technological advantage, forced to rely on instinct and wits. In this ancient forest, the rules of the hunt have changed. Technology is no longer king. Cunning, patience, and knowledge of the land now decide who survives. The Viking hears the rifle's echo, his cue to vanish deeper into the wild. He plunges into dense woods, where technology falters. The forest becomes a maze, blinding the soldier's senses. GPS flickers, thermal vision is useless amid tangled branches and false heat. The Viking moves with purpose, crossing streams, doubling back, masking his trail. The soldier, forced off his high ground, is lost and frustrated. The Viking manipulates the environment, turning every tree and shadow into an ally. The soldier's confidence erodes with every step. The forest is no longer a backdrop, it's a weapon. The Viking is in control. The soldier is being led into the unknown. The soldier pushes on, nerves fraying. The Viking sets simple, brutal traps, stakes, tripwires, falling rocks. The soldier, focused on digital threats, misses the signs. A trap nearly takes him out. His training saves him, but his confidence shatters. Each near miss is a message. You are vulnerable. The Viking's warfare is psychological. Fear is his weapon. The soldier's reliance on tech blinds him to the real danger. He's searching for a blip, not a woodsman. The ground itself feels hostile. The Viking is unseen but ever present. The soldier is now afraid of every step. The forest belongs to the Viking. Fear takes hold, deeper than any wound. The soldier's tech fails. GPS dead, radio silent. He's cut off, alone, just a man in the dark. The Viking watches, reading fear in every movement. The soldier becomes predictable, seeking open ground for safety. The Viking herds him toward a clearing by a river. No cover, no escape. The soldier feels relief in the open, thinking he has the advantage. But he's walked into a trap. The forest's oppression lifts, but danger grows. The Viking has chosen the battlefield. The soldier's rifle is useless here. The final confrontation is inevitable. The digital age has left him vulnerable. The Viking erupts from the river, a force of nature. The soldier spins, but the Viking is too fast, too close. The rifle is lost to the water, technology stripped away. It's man against man, knife against axe. The fight is brutal and short. The Viking's raw power and experience overwhelm the soldier. As dawn breaks, the Viking stands over his fallen foe, not triumphant, just alive. The lesson is clear. Technology can fail, can be deceived. True survival is adaptability, knowledge, and will. Gear is just a tool. The mind is the real weapon. In the wild, those who know the land endure. The forest claims the rest. Only the survivor walks away.